That's all right. We'll start this again. We'll make it a part 2. It's been doing that to me. No worries. I think clamping it in here hit the button. So I put it in the top first and put it here. And now I'll talk to you about YouTube. Okay. They got rules. And by the way, this thing swivels and turns down and adjusts. I'm going to adjust it. Loosen this up and pull it about right there. That way I can run my hand under it or move to the back or whatever I have to do. I like it about right there. So, okay, about YouTube. You got to have 2,000 subscribers, which, by the way, that's not my truck running and popping off. That's a guy with a valve 2 trucks down or 3 trucks down. Anyway, he needs to get that fixed. He's disrupting people's relaxation time. But anyways, YouTube requires that you have, I want to say 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers now to monetize. And then what you're going to have to do is you have to fill out a form, okay, for them, just like a job. And then you're going to give them a bank account number. You could set up a bank account just for it. I would recommend that. But then they will put a certain amount into your bank account, and they will ask you how much it was. It might be 30 cents, it might be $1.50. They don't care how much it is, just $1 something. And then you tell them how much it was, the amount, once you see it in your bank account. That lets them know that your bank shook hands with their bank. That's all that is. And then if you have met the requirements of subscribers, and if you have elected to monetize your account and done that and it's put that money in the bank, then you're monetized. They did require to have Google Plus, but they don't no longer, and they're actually getting rid of Google Plus. It was a pain anyways. All right, going further from there. I'm trying to do this just off memory. So if I miss something, please don't beat me up about it. I'm just giving you a real good gist of it. Okay. You don't want to play copyrighted music in the background, or it won't monetize the video. You don't want to use other people's logos. They might have a problem with it. They say now you don't want to videotape any kids because someone else's kid might be on there, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to videotape anybody that would complain about them being on there, or you can blur out faces. It's got an automatic blur thing. And I would not recommend trying to video any type of military vehicles or anything like that. Let those people do their job, and don't just shove cameras in people's faces. Especially law enforcement. Be very respectful about what you are doing. Just because you're in public and you're walking around doesn't mean it's morally right. I don't show anybody unless they want to be shown, and I'm really not trying to show anybody. I'm not even showing me. It's like, hi, here I am. Not trying to be famous, but I'm here. So I'm trying to teach. So I show parts, and the parts don't seem to mind being on video, as it turns out. So, especially if they're broken, because they're fixing to go to the dump, or to be recycled for metal. So, let's see, I think I touched on just about everything I can think of, except this. When you're uploading a video, you're going to tag it. You want to tag it with words. You can use hashtags. Hashtags show up in different places on the internet when someone's searching for something. The tag itself, if you're using just a phone, you want to separate it by commas. Okay, use commas in the words that you use to tag. You can tag up to so many characters. You can name the title up to so many characters. You can put a hashtag in the title. It does odd things in the internet in different places. You see how I'm trying to help you? I'm not trying to hold you back. You can do exactly what I've been doing. All right? You're going to want to tell your friends, if you have friends that are on Facebook. I don't mess with that much, so whatever, but because I'm not a Facebook kind of person. But if you have people that are on Facebook and that's their thing, they want to be there. People on Instagram just sometimes want to be on Instagram. People on Twitter just want to be on Twitter. People who are on Pinterest, whatever, all the sites that there are, they just want to be there. They get locked in that way. They're like, oh, I'm only here. So, okay, set up social media accounts on all of those platforms, and then they'll accept you on that platform. And then tell your friends on Facebook or wherever you're at, hey, if you don't mind, share my videos. Help me out. And your friends, your people, will support you in what you're trying to do. Say, look, I'm trying to do something good here. Help me out. I need to get about 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. You will be surprised how quickly you'll get them. I'm over about 2 million views. It's showing like 130 something or 1,300,000 views. It comes with time, and with what you're putting out there. If you're giving something that's worthy of watching, people will watch it. Okay, and they'll appreciate it. And just don't use search words that have nothing to do with what your video is, because that will make people angry, and they won't want to come back to your channel. They'll be like, why am I here? Why did you, tag something as, Statue of Liberty if you have nothing about the Statue of Liberty in your video, right? And don't use any type of clickbait type pictures that, whatever inappropriate, whatever things that have nothing to do with your video. So, and keep your own content. Don't take other people's content. That's copyright. They could basically, they could shut you down. I've had people take some of my stuff. I had to tell them. And, you want to follow the rules. Check out their rules, YouTube's rules. Don't be spreading hate. Be positive about what you're doing. And if you have no idea of what you want to do with the channel, just stop and think, what are you good at? Teach the next generation. It could be crocheting. It could be, knowledge about iron skillets. There's a guy on there that does that. The guy who tied the tie, he tied a necktie. He got millions of views, paid his second mortgage, and then it paid it off. Then he paid his first mortgage with it. And he was the only one teaching that. Find something that no one else is teaching, or a different way of doing it than what other people are teaching, or a different perspective. But don't be intimidated if there's already 1,000 of other people that's doing that. If that's your thing, you go do your thing, I'll tell you, I'm supportive of anybody who's trying to do their thing. You gotta do a little work, put in, it's a lot of editing and this and that, but you don't have to edit. But you see how smooth this video is with a stand? Don't just hand it to somebody else and have them jumping all over the place, unless you're in a situation like I was in 20-degree weather and we're outside working on a fifth wheel or something like that. I try to use my camera stand as much as possible. But if somebody's broke down, I'm like, hey, here, hold this, I'll fix it, you video, that's helpful too. But that's like an emergency situation, side of the road, mechanical stuff. For the most part, you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing, or find yourself in that position so that you have to do that. So keep a tripod. And so, like I was saying, these C-clamps screw in just like a camera does to a tripod. You can put your camera there. You're going to want to get some kind of editing software. They took mine away, so I couldn't put a bunch of videos together. I've got editing software. I haven't even tried to use it yet, and I just put 5 to 10 pieces. My stuff is really that relevant that people are willing to watch different pieces. But truthfully, I'd like to put it into one video to make it simple. And I'm going to have to get on top of that. YouTube, take away the video editor. They're supposed to be giving it back pretty soon. But they change stuff up all the time. But your friends will help you. And you need to network with other people. And I would recommend if you're in college, keep this in mind. This can pay. It can be lucrative. And later on in life, it will be more than it is now. So it will grow. Eventually, it could be even something that would pay you into your retirement age. I mean, it depends on if you're still putting stuff up and that kind of thing. It's a good thing to do. It's good to teach. That's why I'm doing this video. Not because I'm even trying to teach you this, but to facilitate you to be able to teach what you know. So, like the motto of my channel, teach what you know before you go. You know, you might don't be intimidated by my numbers or anyone else's numbers of what they've got. I started out with 0 views on one video when I first put one up, just like everybody else. So you find something that's relevant to the world, and people will come running to it, and they'll be appreciative for the most part. And for trolls and that kind of thing, I would recommend that you put all your videos on, comment by approval only. You have to go into each one and edit it. And also, you can use the editing tool that's in there. You can cut pieces out, but it's not able to put them together anymore. 2 pieces. So I just wanted to do this because I was asked about my channel, and I've got a friend that he's wanting to start one, and I'm like, I could just teach everybody at the same time if I tell them this stuff. Give me a second. I'm going to have some coffee. Bear with me, people. There's more. I'll think of something, I'm sure, that I'm missing here. But just know that this is for not just my friend, but a lot of people out there who want to start a YouTube channel. So here's the thing. Yeah, you'll be able to go live after, I think, 24 hours of asking for it or something. You set up your phone to it, email, this and that. Let's see. As far as going live, you got to have signal. You got to have memory on your phone. And it's good to have an app killer and kill all the other apps, because they will stop you from being able to go live, and a clean master tool. So the app killer, I want to say it's RE Child. I think it's the one. It's a little green man. I can actually show you that. Let's see here. You're going to want to get this. Let's see what we got. Okay, Clean Master Lite. Wait, that's not it. Wow. But you want to close all the windows too. Well, let's see here. Because there's no reason you can't do this any more than I'm doing. Okay, this little app right here, where my finger is, CM Lite, Clean Master Lite. Tap it and this comes up, and then hit scan. It's 96% full, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're below, like, say 97% full, you should be able to get signal off of it. It'll just say all the junk files, and then you're gonna kill it down here, So all the cached files, it's just junk files. You're not deleting any videos or anything. It's just, and you can choose each one. All right, so delete that. I know it's very bright. As soon as that's done, there we go. All right. Oh, still battling this cold, I tell you. And then it's got a phone boost also, but the app killer. That's what I want to talk about. That app killer. Advanced Task Killer. Right here above my finger. Right here. That little man right there. Okay? Advanced Task Killer. That's an app you're going to want to use that. Tap it. And it'll show all the things that's running. And you're going to hit it and kill all those apps. Alright. Then you're going to touch the bottom left and you're going to close all these windows out. Except I'm going to leave that one. So, that helps. Having Signal helps. And you want to copy and paste. You're going to need to copy and paste your videos by going to the arrow up above the video that's like share. Hit that and then select copy. And then you can go anywhere on the internet and hold down instead of typing. And then it'll give you the option. You let your finger up, it'll say paste. And you hit paste and it'll paste that URL or TinyURL, which is tiny URL, on that spot. It's called copy and paste. First you copy, then you go somewhere else and you paste it. You can copy and paste to your Facebook if you want. Practice copy and paste in one of my videos. You know, I would say, you know, not this one. I would say something that's relevant to everybody. But anyway, learn to copy and paste. That'll help your channel out. Network with friends, and you know, you don't. I'll tell you, a sub for a sub, you'll wind up with thousands of things you're subscribed to. I'm just subscribed to things that I think are relevant and people that I think are trying to do what they can do. You know, I've made a lot of friends along the way, and some of them are trying to start their channels up now, which is another reason I'm doing this video. So, okay. You take a video on your phone. When you're done, you hit end. Up in the top right hand corner, you hit the three dots that are on top of each other, and it'll give you options to share it. Okay? You can share straight to YouTube if you have the app on that device. Hit YouTube, share it there, and you're going to have to come up with a title, then a description. You can put anything in there you want, but you got to have at least a title, and then tags at the bottom. Any kind of tag, but you don't necessarily have to fill those out either, but you definitely need a title, or it's going to just say the date. And then you're going to hit top right hand arrow, and it'll send it right to YouTube. This is not that complicated, but I do understand that there are people who are just now getting into smartphones. Some of them still had flip phones, a lot of the drivers I know, and anybody can do this. So listen, if you are a truck driver especially, and you're subscribed to my channel, try a video out. Whether you go and get, you know, however many subscribers is required, 2,000 or 3,000, whatever, or whether you monetize or anything, put a video up. Try it out. You know, even if it's just you talking and you want to leave something, some knowledge for the next generation, even if it's just one video, I recommend that. So give it a shot. You'd be surprised. You might wind up with a lot of subscribers. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, you people, you need to get on Twitter, because that's where the intelligent people are at. And the president's there. He tweets. There's other people that tweet. Find who you're interested in. Find like-minded people, and you go on there and let them know about your channel on YouTube. You can copy and paste your video onto your Twitter. That's the thing. If you have multiple accounts, you know, that's how PewDiePie actually got all of his viewers and subscribers, was Twitter. As far as I know, that's what I was told. That and Facebook. Some people have Facebook pages and all that stuff. I'm going to be creating a website pretty soon, people. I'm going to be creating a podcast, which is just like this right here, but it'll be on a different place than YouTube. I don't have to ask my people to go there. They're going to want to. I understand that. And I'll be spreading knowledge. So I got more coming. This is not anything but the beginning. Okay? But yeah, that's basically what I can think of to set you up doing a YouTube channel. You can have a camera and take the card out of it and then put that into a laptop computer, or if it's a mini disc situation, most cameras are a bigger SD card, but if it's a mini SD card, you could put it right into a phone and upload it that way, or you could put it into a bigger card thing that's an adapter and put it into a laptop and upload it that way on the internet. Or you can actually get cameras now that are already set up YouTube ready. Okay? Best Buy's got them. But I'm going to give you some advice, people. I use an old cell phone that I never paid a dime for, and I use this cell phone that I never paid a dime for. Well, maybe I made payments along the way, but I didn't pay up front. I'm not paying for expensive equipment. I paid about $18 for this tripod at Walmart. I paid whatever it was for the C-clamp. I think one was $9.99, and then another one's a little bit more because it came with a mini tripod, which I still have. So, and that suction cup mount is about $4. This one right here at Walmart. I'll give away all my secrets. I'm not trying to keep them, you know. I call them secrets. They're not secret if you tell them, right? So, if I can think of anything else, I'll make comments on this video. Or if you have questions about YouTube, you know, feel free to comment below. Maybe other people will have more time to answer than I do, and I'll allow them through, and I'll try to make this an open video. Okay? At first, you'll only be able to upload 15-minute videos. Then they'll let you do unlimited once they see your teaching or whatever your content is nothing bad. Okay? So, I don't know what else to say. I was asked how it got started, and you know, like I said, I was looking at all the people that's asking me how to drive a truck or work on a truck and this and that at the fuel aisle, and I'm like, something better there's got to be a better way. And I've trained a lot of drivers on how to drive and how to, you know, get through orientation at companies because I was the trainer. And I'll be honest with you, it's a daunting task, and I'm looking at all these people who need more training and need more info, and you should know a lot of this stuff from day one. But not to get into my channel specifically what it's about, but and all the little things that I'm teaching on there. But that's why I started my channel, and it's not the only channel that I will have. I plan to get another one started. But I'm going to go to a podcast, and the thing is, I will have a web page. I'm looking to start a store. I'm looking to make some little wrenches. I'm like thinking of an 8mm wrench with trucking stuff on it made of solid silver. I've got to get up with a jeweler that can help me out with that. And don't know if I'm going to get into t-shirts so much, but something nice that could be a keychain that would be worth something. I mean, silver is worth something, and you're not going to find something cooler than that. But please share my channel with other people and help me to build my channel, because I just helped you to build yours. Y'all stay safe. That's all I got for you for now. If I can think of something that I missed about YouTube, I will put it in the comments below, or any other tips. I did have a manifesto that I had written up. I had some different stuff I wrote on you know, different things about YouTube that were helpful hints. But I would say also there's a lot of different websites that talk about YouTube that you could go to and you could connect with people there. But the big social media ones, and you can put a link of that onto your channel page. Make sure you put links. For Twitter, you'll have a little Twitter bird. That's part of your settings on YouTube. You can add those. They're called something. I forget what they're called. But it's adding them to your page and do a channel trailer. But I just recently did mine because I'm putting stuff up. I'm not as active on there as a lot of people are. I'm putting the video in the can, and later I'll be able to put more up. I've got miles and miles, if you stretch it out, of video film footage about trucking, about mechanical stuff that I have not been able to edit, that I've not been able to put up. And I could quit today driving and go full time just to editing that stuff. It's going to be useful. Got lots of dash cam stuff, but wrecks and crazy stuff too, you know. But I work as a truck driver. That's how I make my living. So everything else has got to come second. So I would say make sure you use a Class 10 card if you're using dash cam. I'll tell you that, because other cards don't overwrite very well because of the way that they're layered, and the card itself, the layers of that card, and also because of the software in it, that you do not want to use SanDisk. They push those a lot. You don't want SanDisk in a dash cam. You can use it in a camera, but you might not. It might erase it and lose it. You want to use like PNY or Samsung cards. Those two are good. They're a little harder to find, but you'll find them in Walmart. And you need a Class 10. It'll say C, and it'll have a 10 inside of it. Class 10. And it'll have like U on there. So you're going to want to use it's a high speed is what it means. Class 10 is a higher speed. So that's all I got. Set you up a channel. This is for a friend of mine, and quite a few people who have asked me this. Lots of people have asked me about this. And upload your videos while you're using Wi-Fi, and you won't use your data. So turn your mobile data off and upload on Wi-Fi. So take all the video you want, but don't upload until you're connected to Wi-Fi, and you'll save on your mobile data. All right, I'm going to get off this thing. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below. That's all I got. I'm out. Peace.